Can you hear me? Give me a wave if you can hear me. Hey, lovely to see you all. Oh, this is so weird. I've never done this before, so, you know, cut me some slack. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of art. I hope you all have a pencil and paper. Yeah, if not, you can just watch and get some ideas. It's not a problem. Okie dokie. So, pencil, paper. I was trying to think of what we could do that's a little bit different today to do with art, and I had some ideas, and I was thinking let's use things that we have with us, like our hands. If you have a pencil, get it ready. Got your hands, get them ready. If you've got colours, brilliant. Don't worry if you haven't got colours though, it's not the end of the world. You can shade or do patterns. Okay, so here we go. You are going to take, our first picture is going to be, you're going to take your hand, you're going to do a thumbs up, okay? You're going to put it on your picture, turn your paper around first and draw around your hand, okay? And then we'll turn it the other way up in a moment. That way, that way, that way, that way, whichever way you want to do it. Just fit your hand on and then you're going to draw around it. Okay, something like that you should have. How are you doing? All good? Yeah? All good? And then you're going to join up where you've got a bit of a gap. Yeah? And then you're going to draw some legs. Can you guess what this is yet? And do some webbing on the feet. Can you guess? Draw lines down. Curve around, webbed feet. Curve it round, curve it round. You okay? All good? And then you're going to take where the bumps are on your hands and you're going to draw forward a little bit. Make it look like feathers. You can probably guess what this is now, what it's going to be. And then where your thumb is, you're going to draw a nice big beak shape. How are we doing? We all good? Yeah, and then near the beak, you're going to draw a big eye. You should have something that resembles some kind of bird or duck. And then you're going to take some colours, give it a bit of colour. I might do mine pink. If you haven't got any colours, it's not a problem. You can shade it. Mine's going to look like a flamingo. A bit of pink. You don't have to colour it if you haven't got colours, as I say. Just shading is absolutely fine. If you've got different shades of pink, go for that. Maybe make a bit darker where you've got shady bits under the wings, under the feathers. I'm colouring mine quite quickly, but you can take your time later if you don't manage to finish it, because we're going to do more than one of these. This is just to give you some ideas of things you can do at home or whenever you're at school and you'd like to do some artwork of your own and you're not sure how to draw something, you can use your hands to help you. Mine's really rough colouring, but you take your time over it. And then a yellow beak, I think. Again, if you haven't got colours, don't worry, you can just shade. I'll show you how to shade in a sec. I'll grab my pencil now. And just under the beak, what you'd do is you'd have a bit of shade under there. On top would be a bit lighter, so you'd leave that bit. Around the face, you'd have a bit of shade as well as it comes out. So you press a bit darker where it's a little bit darker where it meets, and then a little bit lighter as you go out. And then round the face, there would be a bit of shade. If your light source is coming from this way, you definitely have shade around here. And then everything else would be a bit lighter. You'd have a little bit of shade in there too. A bit of shade under the wings. And then a little bit of shade on the legs, because they're underneath the body. And then you get lighter. So you'd start dark. You press quite hard with your pencil to get dark shade. And then you go a bit lighter and lighter as you come out. I'll colour the legs as well. What colour shall I do the legs? Yellow, orange, orange. Orange sounds good. How are you doing, guys? How's your flamingos looking? Can you hold them up for me so I can have a look? We're still colouring at the minute, still shading. Hey, looking good, love it. Oh, brilliant, well done, Rosie, love it. Really good. Are you all okay with that? You can take your picture a bit further and maybe do a bit of grass underneath your flamingo, maybe a bit of water, make it into a whole composition if you like. Maybe a little bit of water over the side, because flamingos like water, don't they? They live in water for the most part. They live on land and in water. You can have a little bit of water there for the flamingo. Oh, thank you very much, says the flamingo. Maybe a bit of blue sky as well. A whole composition. All from just drawing round a thumbs up. How good is that? Simple, yet effective. How are we doing? You all good? I can't hear any of you, by the way, so just give me a thumbs up when you're done. Yeah, good job. Thanks, Finn. You all done? You're good? Do you want to go on to another one? If you're not done, don't worry. You can leave it to one side and finish it off later. It's not a problem at all. Our next one, you're going to need 2 hands, but only one at a time, obviously, otherwise you won't be able to draw, would you? So, we're going to take one hand. Are you ready with your next picture? Yeah? Don't worry about finishing off the other one. That's okay. You can do that later. You're going to take one hand. You're going to take a pencil in your writing hand, and you're going to draw around it. You're going to position your hand just like mine is here. So slightly off to the side, thumb in the middle of the page. Okay? You're going to start at the top of the thumb. You're not going to go down this side. You're just going to start at the top of the thumb and then go around the hand, making sure it fits onto the page. And then bring it round down to near the bottom of your hand. Not all the way up though, just a little bit. And then, this is the tricky part, you're going to put your other hand down, but you're going to match up your thumb to where your other thumb was. So same again on the other side, it's going to be like a symmetry. But you're going to start at the top of the thumb again. This is going to be tricky because it's not your writing hand. And you're going to go around from the top of the thumb, around your fingers. Okay, and then go around the bottom, but not all the way to the bottom. And you should end up with something that looks like that. Can you all see that okay? Yeah? Okay? All okay? Then you are going to join the bottom bit. You're going to turn the middle bit into a bit of a body. So you're going to come down, and then you're going to have little feet, little legs and little feet coming down off the main part of the body. You might have guessed that this may be another bird, but what type of bird? I think this bird tends to have claw feet more than webbed feet. So we're going to draw a few claws, like little triangles almost, coming off, curvy triangles, coming off, like that. All okay? You all seem to be doing really, really well, very impressive. You might be able to guess what this is. So then, where the head of our bird is where our thumbs were. And on top of that bit is like the head. And we're going to put a bit of a plumage. So we're going to draw a line and curve it off and curl it round. And do the same on the other side. Curve it off and curl it round. And then maybe a few more on the top, bit taller. Go up and curve it round, curl it round. Like that. Bit of plumage. It's called plumage because it's pretty. And then on the head we're going to have a couple of eyes. Nice round circles at the top there. 1, 2. And then some pupils. You're going to be a shocked bird, this one. Wonder what type of bird. Can you work it out yet? Ones that show off quite a bit. And then a beak just underneath the eyes, which is going to be like a curvy triangle again. He does look a bit surprised to be on the paper there, that's for sure. Let's give him some eyebrows, shall we? Make him look a bit more surprised. Ooh, hello. What am I doing here? You all okay? And then, you okay, yeah? All good? Then, where our fingers are, we are going to draw circles. So one circle where the top of our finger is there, with a little circle inside it. And then again, at the top of the other finger, another circle with a circle inside it. And another circle with a circle inside it, and another one. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. A circle at the top of the finger with another circle inside it, and another circle. You can probably tell what this bird is. It's a bird with very specific kinds of feathers. And they look like they have eyes on their feathers. We're going to draw lines coming down off of the circles, going down the fingers that we drew. So come all the way down and towards the body, because they need to be joined to the bird itself. You've probably guessed this is a peacock. So draw the lines down, its long feathers, towards the body, curve it round. Towards the body, all of those like that. He's showing off like peacocks do. Then, to make him look even more showy, we're going to do bits coming off of the feathers, because the feathers are actually quite kind of fluffy, aren't they? So a bit of fluff at the top coming off, a bit of fluff at the sides coming off. If you've ever actually felt a peacock feather, it's actually quite fluffy, isn't it? So we're going to do these lines coming off like this. He's a very showy peacock. Peacocks rather love themselves and they like showing off. For the lady peacocks, who are called peahens, they do love a peahen and they like to show off to try and get the ladies. There we go. And you're going to do this on all of the feathers. Oh, forgot some at the top on that one. All coming off. What a rather grand peacock he is. I shall call him Peter. You can obviously call yours anything you like. I thought Peter was good because he's a peacock. Peter the peacock. So you're doing all the feathers coming off. It's rather showy. And in a moment we'll do some colour and make him look even more beautiful. But again, don't worry if you haven't got colour, because you can shade, okay, with your pencil. That's not a problem at all. These are just to give you some ideas of things to do. If ever you fancy doing some artwork on your own. Fancy making something bird-like or animal-like. There we go. There he is. He's rather showy. Maybe put another bit of a line down there. Okay. So he's looking rather grand. And peacock feathers are rather beautiful colours, aren't they? We have purples and blues. So if you have colours, grab a purple and go purple on one circle, so maybe around the outside of the circle. It's up to you which part of the feathers you want to colour in purple and which part's in blue and which part's in green, because they have very beautiful blue, green, purple colours all over them, don't they? Peacocks are very, very pretty. And we'll do the body in blue in a minute, because most peacocks have blue feathers on their bodies. Going round like that. How are we all doing? We all okay? Doing well? Oh, I've got a different purple. Nice. Maybe around the outside. Oh, it's not that different. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Do you ever grab a pencil and you think it's going to look nice? It's a certain way and then it doesn't. Oh well. And then we're going to do the body, a lovely blue colour. I think this is being recorded, so don't worry if I'm going a bit too fast, because you can always look at it later. If it's not being recorded, then just ask me and I'll show you again. Haha. That's not a problem at all. Drop me an email or something, or a WhatsApp. Oh, also, by the way, everybody, when you've done your finished pieces, if any of you want to share them to the WhatsApp number, that would be fabulous, because I'd love to see them. The WhatsApp number that we did for school for the daily challenges. Did anyone see me on the daily challenge? I was the superhero, although I've just given away my identity now. Oops, I have to be a different superhero now. Super daily challenge woman. There we go, there's his blue body. How are we doing for time? We're doing okay. That's his body. Now, what colour would you like to see the legs? Orange maybe? Yellow? It's entirely up to you what colour you do the legs. These are just like cartoony kind of animals. They're not going to be absolutely spot on perfect, but they are a bit of fun. You could even make a whole book of these, like a storybook. What colour would his beak be? Maybe orange as well. There we go. And then the feathers, they have green in their plumage, don't they? A rather beautiful green. Let's go with green on these feathers. So you can do blue and green. Make them look really, really pretty. So all those bits that you drew coming off, you can do in a lovely green colour. Ooh, my pencil's going funny on me. If you want to just shade, if you haven't got colours, that's okay. You can just shade. I'll show you how to shade in a sec. It'll be the same principle as before. You will think about where the light is coming from, and you'll do the bits that seem dark really hard, and then get lighter as you come out with your pencil. This is gonna take a while. Don't worry, if you don't finish this, you can always finish it later. I'm on a bit of a time limit, so that's why I'm rushing a bit, but you could take a bit longer and take your time over it, and maybe even do some more patterns on the peacock. This is just a rough guide. You could make it look as beautiful as you like and as patterny as you like. It's really weird that I can't hear any of you. I'm so used to being able to hear you all in class. It's really strange. I look up every now and again and I see you all looking, and that's lovely. Okay, so we're going along the peacock feathers, making him look gorgeous. How are you doing, Peter Peacock? I'm doing fine, thank you very much. And the same the other side. Ah, never ending, isn't it? It just keeps on going. So many peacock feathers. As I say, I'm rushing this, but you could take your time on it maybe a bit later, as long as you've got the rough idea of it. Not a problem at all. My goodness, he's very showy, this peacock. They do love to show off. All the way down to the body, and more bits coming off. I can't wait to go back to my class and see their pictures. Oh, I'm quite excited. How are you guys at home then? You guys that have stayed home, I hope you're all well and keeping well. It's good to see you. It's lovely to see you. Okay, on the plumage. Now we're going to go with a bit of green maybe. A bit of green on the plumage. Let's go with the green. Rather beautiful. He looks really worried, doesn't he? My peacock looks really worried. I hope your peacocks look a bit more happier than mine. Mine looks very, very, very worried. I'm going to take a blue. I'm going to do the inside part of the peacock eyes. Don't worry if you've done that purple, that's fine. You could just go over the top in a bit of blue. It's not the end of the world. It's your peacock. Make him look any way you like. I mean, if you want to do him a completely different colour, you could. It's entirely up to you. And then fill in the rest of the feathers with a little bit of blue, just so it matches to his body, so it actually looks like it's a part of him. Now I say this is a him because all peacocks that look like this are actually boys. The peahens, the lady peacocks, are actually a rather dull colour. They're more of a brown, which is quite surprising really when you think that most ladies like to dress up, don't they? But with peacocks and peahens, it's the man that dresses up, I say, and looks all beautiful with all this refinery. I'm probably being very politically incorrect saying that, to be quite honest with you. But okay, so you're coming out with the blue on the feathers, bringing them up to the body. All the way around. You'll take more of a time over this. I'm just doing this very quickly. Ah, looking good. How are we all doing? We all doing good? Yeah? All busy beavering away, I see. Hope I haven't sent any of you to sleep yet. How's your peacocks looking, guys? Good? All busy working. It's good. I love the determination on some of your faces. Nearly there. And you could make this into a whole composition if you wanted to, by maybe doing a bit of grass on the bottom of his feet, maybe a bit of sky. It's up to you. I'm going to leave my guy like that though, because there's one more picture I want to show you how to do before time's nearly run out as it is. Doing well. Are we all okay? Yeah? Sam, what have you got there? That looks amazing. Are we all okay? Everyone still looks very, very busy at the moment. Oh, it's so good, Rosie. I love it. Well done. Beautiful. Mary Jane, gorgeous. Very well done. Who have I got there? I can't see your name. It's very good though. I love these peacocks. You're doing so well. Well done. They're beautiful. Hey, Oliver. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Well done. Love it. Really good. Yay. Oh, it's a pink flamingo. Nice. I love it. Well done. What is that, Oliver? What is it? What is that? That's not a flamingo or a peacock. Are we all okay? Do we want one more real quick? You can finish the peacock off later. We can do one more. I think it's almost time to go though. We might be cut off of Zoom maybe in a moment. There is just one more I'd like to show you, and it involves putting your hand like this. So got that wrong. One finger down. It's the middle finger that's down. That's a tricky one to do. Are you all okay? Leave your peacock to one side for a moment. You can finish it later. This one is one more I want to show you, and then you can finish this off for yourselves. So the middle finger down, laying it down, and then you're going to start from one side of your wrist going up, round the little finger, down, up, round, over that bent middle finger, and then round here, and the other finger, and then down to the thumb and round the thumb and back down. You're not closing the bottom bit off though, so leave that bit free. So there we go. So this part down here, this wrist part, is the neck part. Neck. Interesting. And then you are going to do a little line across one of the fingers, one of the inner fingers, like that, and another line across that one. And then on the outer fingers, so on the small finger shape, you're going to do like a kind of arch, and then close it off at the bottom, like that. And then on the thumb part, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do like a little arch, and close it off at the bottom like that. Are we all okay, yeah? And then around the middle of the hand, so a bit lower, about the middle part, just underneath the main fingers, you're going to draw 2 circles for eyes. Any idea what this is going to be? We've got 2 eyes there. Ooh, hello. There's 1 eye, 2 eyes. And then just below the eyes, you're going to draw a kind of shape like this. Where the wrist is, you're going to bring it down, curve it round, and then back up again. And then you're going to do, just in that curvy bit, 2 little circles like nose holes. Any idea what that is? Any ideas? Now we're going to bring this up a bit round, like that. Not fully all the way round. And then we're going to have a few patches on the neck. Like that. And hopefully you will have worked out that it's a giraffe. I hope you worked out it's a giraffe. Anyway, it's a kind of giraffe. We can give him a little tongue as well, maybe. He can be sticking out his tongue. Maybe give him some eyebrows so he looks surprised like the peacock was. Hello. Oh, I say hello. So now I might leave you to colour this, or I'll do a little bit of colour so you know what colours to use. So on the inner part of the ear parts, you're going to do orange on those arches, and on the same on the other one. If you haven't got colours, don't worry, just shade. And then on these bits, which are like its kind of horns, aren't they? They're the horns of the giraffe. You can do those orange as well, just to make them stand out from the rest of the giraffe. I don't suppose giraffes really do have orange horns, but just to make them stand out a bit from the rest of him. How are we doing? We all okay? Yeah. Those orange. I think this is being recorded. I hope so anyway. And then you can rewind and look back if there's anything that you need clarification on. We'll do the tongue pink. Pink tongue maybe. Pink tongue. Oh, that looks orange. Never mind. Pencils. And then orange patches on his neck. And then the rest of him is going to be yellow. Just like a giraffe. Giraffes are strange things, aren't they? They're very cute as well, especially the baby giraffes. And then yellow on the rest of him. How are we doing? We okay? So I'm doing this real quick, but you can take your time over it later, just to give you a rough idea of something that's a bit different to do with your hands. And I really, really would love to make like a kind of gallery of these maybe. If you do send them into the WhatsApp number, that would be fabulous. Because sometimes I love the take on these things that you guys have that's a bit different to my take on things. And I love the way sometimes you come up with different maybe colours or different shapes, and it just looks so good. I love doing my art clubs and seeing you on how everything comes out just a little bit different, and I love it. I'm going to give my giraffe maybe a bit more larger eyes, I think. There we go. Oh, actually, could even give him a pair of glasses, to be honest with you. That'd be quite funny. Shall I give him a pair of glasses? Okay, I'm going to give him a pair of glasses. Yeah, why not? There we go. You can have fun with this. There we go. He's wearing a pair of glasses. Oh, he's the smartest giraffe in the world. Okay. And so there we go. And you can turn that into an entire composition with a tree in the background, and I'm being told to finish. So I'm going to finish now and say thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Hey, wonderful. I love these pictures. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you all same time next week. Yeah? Yay, nice one. I love it. See you all later. Thank you very much. Lovely.